The cafeteria fell silent the moment Emma slammed her lunch tray down. Spaghetti sauce splattered across the table as 12-year-old faces turned toward the commotion. Her eyes were red, fists clenched at her sides, and her voice cracked when she finally spoke. "My mom is a Navy SEAL. I don't care if you believe me or not." Laughter erupted from the corner table where Brandon Mitchell sat with his friends. He was the kind of kid who thrived on making others feel small, and Emma had become his favorite target since she'd transferred to Lincoln Middle School 3 months ago. "Yeah, right," he sneered. "Everyone knows girls can't be SEALs. You're such a liar, Emma. What's next? Your dad's an astronaut." The table around him exploded with cruel giggles. Emma's face burned. She wanted to scream, to show them the photos hidden in her bedroom drawer, the patches and medals her mother kept locked away. But those things were classified, private, sacred. Her mom had made her promise never to talk about the specifics, never to prove anything to anyone. "The work speaks for itself," her mother always said. "And the people who matter already know the truth." But standing there, surrounded by mockery, Emma felt utterly alone. Her mother was deployed somewhere she couldn't name, doing things she couldn't discuss, and Emma carried that secret like a stone in her chest. She grabbed her tray and walked away, their laughter following her like a shadow. The weeks that followed were brutal. Brandon started a rumor that Emma made up stories for attention because her mom had abandoned her kids, whispered in hallways. Even some teachers looked at her with pity, as if they believed the narrative that painted her as a troubled child with an absent parent and an overactive imagination. Emma stopped eating lunch in the cafeteria. She stopped raising a hand in class. She built walls around herself, brick by brick, until she felt invisible. Then came the school assembly about military families. Emma sat in the back row, arms crossed, determined to be anywhere but present. The principal droned on about sacrifice and service while a slideshow of generic soldiers flashed across the screen. Emma felt anger rising in her throat. These people had no idea what sacrifice really looked like. They didn't know about the nights she'd waited by the phone, terrified it would ring with bad news. They didn't know about the birthdays and holidays her mother had missed, or the way Emma had learned to be brave because someone had to be. The principal was mid-sentence when the auditorium doors burst open. 6 figures in full tactical gear stormed in, moving with precision that made the air itself seem to snap to attention. Students gasped, teachers stood, and Emma's heart stopped because she recognized the patch on the lead operator's vest before she recognized anything else. The SEAL team spread across the front of the auditorium, and the lead operator removed her helmet. Lieutenant Commander Sarah Chen stood there, Emma's mother, her face weathered and strong and absolutely real. The room was so quiet you could hear hearts breaking and reforming all at once. "I apologize for the dramatic entrance," Sarah said, her voice carrying the weight of command. "But I'm Lieutenant Commander Chen, Naval Special Warfare Development Group. I'm here as part of a youth outreach program. But more importantly, I'm here as Emma Chen's mother." Her eyes found her daughter in the back row, and something fierce and proud blazed there. "My daughter keeps my secrets because I asked her to. She protects my service the way I protect this country. That's not lying. That's loyalty." Emma felt tears streaming down her face as her mother continued, explaining how women had been serving in special operations for years, doing the same work, taking the same risks, earning the same respect. She talked about what real strength looked like, about standing firm when no one believes you, about the courage it takes to remain silent when every part of you wants to shout the truth. When the assembly ended, Brandon approached Emma, his bravado crumbled. "I'm sorry," he whispered. "I didn't know. I'm really sorry." Emma looked at him, this boy who'd made her life miserable, and saw something she hadn't expected: shame, real and raw. She nodded, accepting something more valuable than his apology, the knowledge that she'd never needed his belief to make her truth real. That night, Sarah held Emma close. "You were strong when it mattered most," she whispered. "That's the mark of a warrior." And Emma finally understood that some battles aren't fought with weapons or proof. Sometimes the greatest courage is simply standing firm in your truth, even when the whole world calls you a liar, trusting that reality doesn't need an audience to exist.